Hey, also for today's weekly thoughts video, I'm going to be talking about two topics, but I'm going to be connecting them in a couple of different ways. The first topic is sort of this, contradiction between what people say versus what they do, sort of following through with your word, all that kind of stuff. And the other topic is finding your self-worth and, not putting your value and self-worth in other people. So first, people not following through with what they say. In the past couple of weeks, I've had a lot of friends, well, a lot being like 3 or 4 maybe, sort of just, I don't know, they'll say one thing and then they will just not do it, and this really affects me because I'm the type of person that if I say something, I'm going to try my best to follow through with that and stick to my word. And I've had a couple of friends these past couple weeks that I've just, they say that they want to hang out with me, they say that they want to do these things, but whenever I suggest anything, it's, there's an excuse, it's always no, it's all of these different things. And I just, over time, it's kind of like, well, do you even want to hang out with me? Do you even really want to talk to me and all that sort of thing? And there's this one girl specifically that we used to be really close, and we would always go out and have these really awesome intellectual talks every week for supper. And we kind of grew a little bit apart, but I've been trying to reconnect with her and reach out, and it's always me reaching out, which maybe I should just take a hint. But this whole past year pretty much I've been like, hey, do you want to go get this? Hey, are you in town? Blah, blah, blah. And it's either like there's no answer, or it's I'm busy, or, there's always an excuse, And I like to give people a lot of chances, and sometimes I don't really know when I should stop giving someone a chance, because I don't think I've ever really cut anyone out of my life, and I wonder what would be the boundary that I would have to set that someone would no longer be, I wouldn't be in my life, because I tend to sort of surround myself with people in need sometimes because I like to help people. But a lot of times whenever, you're around those types of people, it's always you giving and you're not really receiving a lot. And the thing with this one friend is that, the reason it hurts me so much whenever she just is giving me these excuses and stuff is because I value her. I value her opinion, all of these things. And so it makes me feel bad whenever we never get to hang out, because it's like, is there something wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? For all these people, maybe there's something that I need to change, but if they aren't going to come out and tell me, then I can't change because I don't know what exactly is the issue, I guess. And I always tell my friends that, or I try to at least, especially with my roommate. I'm always like, if there's anything I'm doing wrong, you need to tell me. You need to tell me, be honest. It's so important to just be honest with people, because honestly, I have messaged this girl and I said, if you don't want to hang out with me, if you don't want to talk to me, if you don't want to do any of these things, that's fine. I mean, I would be hurt, but ultimately, that's fine. And I would prefer her to be honest and just tell me up front, rather than all this evading of questions and all of these things. I just want the truth. I just want an honest answer, even if it's going to hurt, because the truth hurts sometimes. And I'd rather not just be in this fog of confusion and do you even care about me or whatever, And how this sort of leads into the other topic is finding your own self-worth and not putting that in other people, because I find myself putting my self-worth and value on these people that are rejecting me or just, not wanting to hang out with me or whatever. So my value, my self-worth, all of those things kind of go down a step, I guess, And it's so important not to give other people that power, because humans are not perfect. We make mistakes. We don't really know, how to even value ourselves. So how can we, give someone else their own value, and all of these things And no one is a constant at all times. Nobody is going to be there for you every second that you need them. So it doesn't really make sense to sort of put your value and worth on somebody else, I guess. I'm not saying that isn't easy to do, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't value what other people say or their input or anything like that. I'm saying specifically, someone else's actions shouldn't be the reason why you feel bad about yourself or don't really care about yourself, I guess. And another reason I was thinking about this is because y'all might know Gloomy Princess. She's like a smaller YouTuber, and she did a video recently about lessons she's learned from her past relationships. I'll link it in the description. But a lot of the lessons had to deal with self-worth and self-respect, and sort of just having just a decent amount of respect for yourself. Because if you're not going to put your friends or people you care about in certain situations, why do we put ourselves there? It's because we don't value ourselves in the same way. We don't see ourselves in the same way as we see other people. So it's really important that you look inside yourself and find the value, the self-worth, all of these things, I keep saying those words, I'm sorry, outside of other people. If you are placing your worth on other people, on things, on what you do, anything that is external from you, those aren't constant, those will change, and so your value will change with that. So you need to find something that you just find that inner worth, I guess. And I'm not saying that this is easy, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen overnight, but it's important to think about and be aware of.